Alright, listen here, fuckers. You assholes, collectively, as a group, the internet gave this channel 43.9 million subscribers. And I can't have more than 100. I can't have more than 50. I'm not complaining, but I am complaining. Alright? Why do they succeed? Why them? Out of all the people. It's like Kim Kardashian. Of all the people to make famous, why her? Why the Kardashians, you know? Why, of all the channels to subscribe to, why this one? This garbage channel? The megalodon is much bigger than we thought. No, it wasn't. But you know what? Maybe they got me. Maybe this time I'm wrong. Maybe it is big. Bigger than I thought. Let's see what they got.
Ever haunt the oceans. The megalodon shark dominated the seas for centuries before becoming extinct millions of years ago.
Yep.
However, scientists managed to discover very few remnants of the giant shark. Everything we know about the great sea beast we've learned thanks to fossils of its giant teeth,
Yeah.
which are just about the size of the average human hand.
Not all of them.
Scientists estimated the size of the prehistoric shark using calculations based on the measurement of the length of a megalodon tooth.
Yep.
On average, the size of a megalodon shark
What
was 33
the
feet
fuck? What? Stop it. You're just using a JPEG and then just editing the back half up and down in Photoshop. No, stop it, you dumb bastard. Please. Just put a little bit of effort in your videos. That's all I'm asking, Brightside. Please, for the love of God. This hurts to look at. What the fuck?
58 feet long. However, these
58 to 60,
may
yeah.
have been even bigger than we ever thought. At the Florida Museum of Natural History, a group of students examined 3D printed replicas of megalodon teeth to calculate the shark's size using the tooth length method. But something was off. Each student calculated a different size for the same shark, with their estimates ranging from 40 feet to 180 feet.
Then those kids
The
are
lead
stupid.
paleontologist took a look at the students' equations. He realized that the method they used to calculate megalodon sizes for decades
Was wrong.
isn't that accurate at all.
No.
So they invented a new method to calculate the megalodon.
Alright, so let me explain to you the way that this works. So we can say, and we can tell by the jaw of a creature realistically how big it had to have been through equations, blah blah blah, bullshit like that. I'm not the most familiar with that, but I know my shit. We can easily tell, not easily, but we can tell a rough estimate of how big a thing could have gotten depending on the mouth. Because sharks don't have bones in the traditional sense because they're made of cartilage. So we don't have like full fossilized skeletons of megalodons, really. We just have their teeth, and that's what we work with. So we can work with that to tell the size of how big it could have been. And there's also this thing called physics. The blue whale is just about the biggest thing that can exist in the ocean before it implodes on itself. Like, you can't have some things getting so massively huge because it wouldn't be able to exist and move around. And the blue whale is about the limit. So 140 feet and the blue whale eats like not nearly as much as a shark would have. That means that this shark would have had to have eaten so much that, hold on, how long is the blue whale? We're looking this up right now. You don't get a choice. There we go. 79 feet. That's like about the max that it can get, right? So how the hell are you gonna say that it can be 140 feet? That's like the max of the ocean almost. It can't be bigger.
Size,
Especially that much bigger.
The megalodon tooth instead of its length. It turned out that the average megalodon would be around 65 feet long.
No, it wouldn't. The maximum, like the biggest bitch babies of the ocean, like the most big megalodon. Most big, God, I cannot English. The biggest megalodons could get to be about 60 feet. They averaged like 40-ish, somewhere in around there.
Almost double the size scientists previously thought.
No,
It would mean that the
you're just making things
megalodon
up.
is the length of 2 school buses.
No, that's not true. Also, stop using a moving JPEG. It doesn't work and it looks bad.
A megalodon skeleton has never been discovered. Shark skeletons are made mostly of cartilage, meaning that they decompose quickly.
Yes, they do.
Sharks continuously shed and regrow teeth throughout their lives.
Yep.
One shark can go through 40,000 teeth in a single lifetime.
Yeah.
Scientists have managed to study different types of shark species based on their teeth alone.
Yeah, we
The
have.
megalodon shark had around 276
God,
teeth.
that's...
When they fell
It's
out,
better than
these
the moving
teeth
JPEG,
landed
but
in
not much.
seabed, where they stayed for millions of years, fossilizing. Scientists found those teeth, and they're the only real record we have of the megalodon's existence. The word megalodon means giant tooth. Its tooth is around 7 inches long. For comparison, the largest tooth of a great white shark is only 3 inches long. To find a bigger set of choppers, you'd have to go back 65 million years to find the great Tyrannosaurus rex, whose teeth measured a whopping 12 inches. Megalodon teeth have been discovered all over the world.
Yeah.
It means that, unlike other...
I wonder why. A big-ass shark with, like, 5 rows of teeth that lost entire sets of teeth on a near 1 to 2 week basis, and there's lots of teeth? Huh. I wonder why.
marine animals of its time, the megalodon was intercontinental. Even today, most sharks and marine animals tend to stick to one sea or ocean. The megalodon shark swam freely around the world,
Yeah,
moving
because
between
who's gonna keep the
tropical and
Meg in check?
subtropical
Fucking
waters.
nothing. It does whatever it
Megalodon teeth
wants.
have been found in every continent, apart from the freezing cold waters of Antarctica.
Yeah, no shit.
When a
But also,
megalodon
we
makes a
don't search
starring
Antarctica
appearance
that
in a
much.
movie or TV show, it's portrayed to look like a giant version of a great
Which
white
it
shark.
wouldn't.
Scientists previously believed that the megalodon and the great white shark both descended from one common ancestor.
No, we did not. At all. The Megalodon and the great white shark existed in the same time the Megalodon did. Sharks didn't evolve from different ancestors. I mean, sharks just kind of existed. The species of sharks that existed then are the same species of sharks that exist now. They did not evolve. Stop calling me, people. God, no.
Still, it's not true. In fact, it's more likely that the megalodon was the arch enemy of the great white shark's ancestor,
No,
the broad-toothed mako shark.
no, it's not. They're not human. You're projecting human emotion onto a shark. They don't give a shit about what kind of species you are. They're sharks. They just want food.
That means megalodon wouldn't have looked so similar to the great white
No, it
after
wouldn't.
all. In reality, the megalodon would have a shorter nose than the great white, along with longer pectoral fins to
Yep.
give the giant shark a stockier and more threatening build.
Mm,
Not only was the
yeah.
megalodon the largest shark in the world, but it was also one of the biggest fish ever to exist.
No shit.
An apex
Wait, the
predator
largest
this
shark in
size
the world
would have
was one of the
needed a
biggest
huge
fish?
diet to
Huh.
keep it moving. The megalodon would have eaten
Never imagined.
2,500 pounds of food every day.
Yep.
The megalodon diet consisted of larger species of fish, dolphins, and even other species of sharks.
Yep.
Ancient fossilized whale bones with cut marks of megalodon teeth have been discovered. It means megalodons weren't intimidated by the size and tried to feast on the giant whales of the past.
Whales are just floating buffets of the ocean. Everything attacks them. Everything that can attack them attacks them. Everything eats them. Once they die, they're just buffets. They can't really fight back that well. They're big. That's their only defense.
Scientists have used computer
So yeah, if a
simulations
megalodon wants to
try
kill
and
it, it's
work out
going
the
to.
hunting style of the ancient shark. Using this technology, scientists have discovered that the megalodon's attack style
Oh,
was very different
black-tipped
from
reef
that of
shark.
modern-day sharks. Modern sharks dive straight for their prey's most vulnerable spot. For example, the soft underbelly of a seal. The megalodon's teeth were uniquely suited to biting through tougher areas of cartilage. So, evidence suggests that a megalodon would first chew the tougher fins of their prey, rendering them unable to swim away.
If a megalodon ate a
before
seal, it would
launching
just
into
bite
their
the entire
final
thing in its
attack.
mouth whole.
The mouth of a megalodon was around 10 feet wide and 9 feet tall, large enough for you to swim into without touching any teeth. However, we don't recommend that. Their mouths were so large a megalodon could swallow a small car without even having to bite down on it.
Yeah,
Research
sounds
teams
about
from
right.
Australia and the US collaborated to work out the biting power of the megalodon using computer simulations.
Really,
The
really
results
strong.
were terrifying.
It's
While
strong.
the modern great white shark has the biting power of 1.8 tons of force, the megalodon could easily chomp down on its prey with a biting power of 18.2 tons.
That's like 18
The bite of
elephants
the
on
megalodon
you.
would easily be able to cut through steel and overpower any other predator in the ocean.
No shit.
Scientists believe that the megalodon has the most powerful bite of any creature that has ever existed.
Yep.
The megalodon's bite would easily overpower the T-Rex, which
Yeah.
has a biting force of 6
God, the
tons.
JPEG with the moving
Mysteriously,
tail.
no
Stop
one
it,
knows
please.
exactly when or how the megalodon went extinct. However, several
No, we
theories
do.
are floating
It
around
didn't
as
have
to
enough
how
food.
this could be the case. The megalodon had become extinct by the end of the Pliocene, which was a phase of global cooling that spanned over 5 million years and ended over 2.6 million years ago.
Not enough food, not
New
enough warm
evidence
water.
suggests that the last megalodon lived at least 3.6 million years ago, right in the middle of
Also, a
the
lot of them
Pliocene era.
got stuck going
Another
upstream and
theory
died
claims
in
that these
rivers and
megasharks
shit,
disappeared because of the
looking
changing
for
Earth
food.
temperatures occurring during the Pliocene.
Yeah.
As the Earth cooled down, the tropical waters of the world's oceans plummeted to colder temperatures.
Yeah.
Scientists believe that this led to the extinction of a third of all large marine animals, meaning that the megalodon's food source took a massive hit. Without much prey left to hunt, the megalodon inevitably went extinct. Megalodon sharks would give birth to their pups in waters close.
This exact channel makes videos called "This is why the megalodon is still alive." It makes these videos and says that the megalodon was just a big great white, and then makes these videos that contradict it. Whose side are you on, Bright Side? Are you on my side, or are you on the side of stupid idiots? Well, I think I just answered the question.
The shallow coastal waters provided a perfect nursery for the newborn sharks, keeping them distant from the larger predators that lurked in the open waters. As ice formed around the Earth's poles and sea levels dropped, these pupping grounds were destroyed. The megalodon pups would have had no choice but to swim in the deep ocean waters, making them more vulnerable to dangerous predators. A new theory suggests that the explosion of a star, called a supernova, could be responsible for the extinction of the megalodon. Around 2.6 million years ago,
They
a
just didn't have
supernova
food, dog.
over
They died.
150
What
light
does
years
this
away
have to
from
do with
Earth lit up the
Megalodon was much
prehistoric
bigger than we
sky
thought?
and
What does
lingered
any
there
of
for
this have to
months.
do with the
A
size of
few
it?
hundred years after the supernova
Where
had
are you
faded,
going with this, my guy?
particles of cosmic energy from the star explosion plummeted to Earth. The
What are
energy
you talking
particles
about?
carried dangerous amounts of radiation. Researchers believe that this radiation could cause the mass extinction of many marine animals, including the megalodon. Radiation from the particles extended
What does
hundreds of
that have to
yards
do with the
down into
size?
the ocean and was
Please,
more
for the love of
dangerous for
God.
bigger creatures than for smaller ones. The bigger the creature is, the more radiation they would absorb. The 60-foot-long megalodon was large enough to absorb great amounts of radiation. Some people believe that the megalodon is still alive today,
And they're wrong.
lurking at the depths of the ocean waters. But it's unlikely to be true. Megalodons are a warm water species, which means they would be unable to survive in the cold waters of the deep ocean.
Yep.
Most of the megalodon's potential prey live in shallower waters,
Yep.
meaning there would be very little for the megalodon to eat at a deep sea level.
Yep.
Simply put, if there were an animal as big as the megalodon still living today, we would have spotted it by now.
Yep. That was a lot better than I thought. I mean, it wasn't good, because some of it was just wrong, but at least they acknowledge that there's no way in hell the Megalodon's still alive. But then they make videos saying that the Megalodon is still alive. Make up your minds! Also, you guys gave this channel collectively, the entire internet of YouTube, decided 43.9 million subscribers. Why? Why them? You could have picked... Wait, well, let's see what the comments have to say. To the person reading this, I thought... Okay. It's over presumptuous to think that if something was... There is... Oh my god, you stupid asshole. The oceans still... Also, there are many reports and videos of exceedingly large sharks at great depths. I won't say it's Meg, but I will say that we don't know what it looks like. It looks to be very large. It's called a Greenland shark, you stupid asshole. Also... No, just shut up. I like how the experts told us it was definitely the size only to the... They didn't. We know how big it is. This man's just lying. Mike Rapanius. Why is your profile pic Dr. Phil? So you're telling me there is a small chance there could be a giant radio... No! No one is saying that. Go to hell. Love the fact that Brightside never clickbait. What are you talking about? This entire video was clickbait. Who... You guys, subscribe to this. This is what you do. Whenever you're like, I want to subscribe to a channel today, you're like, Brightside? That's the one. That's what I need. Yeah. They make some good content. I'm going to sub to that. That's what you decide? That's what you decide. Why? I'm sorry for going on a rant, but this channel is so bad. I hate it. I'm going to be making more videos on how much I hate this channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. How the fuck do I turn this thing off?